How you doing?
Hey, doing all right.
I want to get a couple trout tags.
Do you have fishing license?
Does a picture work?
Yes.
Sounds good.
I just need the permit number.
Somehow I still haven't got a paper one in my wallet. We finally made it. Took 8 years.
There's those cards for you.
Sounds good.
And if you're done, you fill them out. There's a box out front for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too. We got the tags. Time to fish. What is going on? You dirty old stash bags. It is me, and it is that time of year again. We were back at the Stalker Trout Pay Lake, which last year went pretty well, and they were pretty easy to catch. But when we came last year, it was like right after they stocked them, and this year, a little behind. They stocked the trout a couple weeks ago, and we got a ton of rain, which made fishing around here very tough, especially creeks and spillways and rivers, which are my favorite. So yeah, we're resorting to Stalker Trout. But with that being said, some of my most miserable and toughest days on the water have been going after Stalker Trout. For some reason, they get smart every now and again, even though they have one brain cell like me. But yeah, we got our 2 trout tags. We're going for 8 trout. Most of the time I go for 12 or get a little carried away and take a lot of them. But yeah, we're gonna be using them for bait in future videos. And I have an idea on how to use them for bait for something other than catfish. We are gonna be going for catfish as well in a video coming up, but yeah, I also have another idea. But yeah, we have a lot of lures. Just gonna start casting and see what they want. Excited to be here. Trout hit hard. They fight like a SOB, and some people think they taste good. By some people, I mean catfish with pow. Let's get to ripping. Hopefully it's kind of just like a quick bait collecting day, but I'd imagine it's gonna take some work. Luckily we got the waterproof boots on, so we can go out a little bit, do a little bit of wading. But what do I got going on up here? It's in my eye weird. How did I manage that? The line's up inside one of my recoil guides. I think they're called recoil guides. Alrighty, back in business. Got medium light rod, 10-pound braid, 10-pound fluoro leader, and the tiniest panther doodle I think I've ever seen. If this is gonna work, they gotta be really shallow, but yeah, sometimes they stock tiger trout in here mixed in with the rainbows, which would be cool. I'm not sure if they did this year, I didn't ask, but yeah, that could be a welcome surprise. There's also some bass fish, and there's also a bunch of other weird things in here because this pond flooded, and it's right by the river, and I'd imagine about 10 to 15 different species got pushed up in here, so it's kind of a mystery pot. I mean, we're mainly gonna get trout, but it'd be cool if we could get like a surprise catch or something like that. This is not the spot that I normally fish. Most of the time I fish kind of around the way, but there's a guy fly fishing over there, so we'll give him his space. And yeah, if he moves, we'll go over there and nab that spot. That being said, I don't think it really matters. I mean, they're stalker trout. Maybe wind matters a little bit. But other than that, they just kind of swim around aimlessly looking for things to kill. Looks like there's been a couple swirling up in here though. I'm not gonna leave this panther doodle on long just because it's so tiny, but if we see him surfacing, I mean, this is a good lure to keep at the surface. I think it's a size 2. If you're curious, I have no idea where the hell I got it, but definitely the smallest one I've ever seen. Fun fact for you too, I know I brought it up last year, but they stocked 13,000 trout in this little pond. Isn't that just barnacles or nuts? Who says barnacles? SpongeBob? Okay, screw this little thing. But yeah, they put 13,000 trout in here, and according to the thing, 3,000 of them have already been checked in their tags. Who knows how many have been checked in or have been caught that people haven't checked in, because I'd imagine not everybody checks them in. I know you're supposed to, but to be honest with you, 99% of the time I forget. Got a big giant panther doodle, Castmaster. Let's try a Cleo. I never do well on little Cleos, but yeah, we'll give it a whirl. Alright, I'll keep flipping through lures and let you know when I find something that works. Shouldn't take long. Hopefully. Might have got bumped there. Yep. Bumped it once and then came back for her. Definitely not a big one, but it is a pretty one. I would probably consider releasing this guy just because he's so small, but you're not even allowed to release him here, so go get our bucket filled up and get little Timmy in there. I mean, I'm talking about pretty though. You can't tell me that's not like part cutthroat or something. The pink on his belly, pink under his things. whatever those are called. He's got some little white tips. Comment down below if that's not a pure rainbow, but I think I caught one like this last year and everyone said it was still a pure rainbow, but I don't know if I'm buying it. All right, Timmy number 1. We actually kind of want some smaller ones to use as bait, because the other thing I was talking about to use them for bait, we're gonna want to use them whole. Plus my spot that I normally like to fish just opened up. An old bud came over here, but we just caught one and we got another one. So we're gonna stay here for now. Little Cleo putting in work though. This one feels bigger too. All right, numero dos. Nothing under the gills. Still has the white little tippies though, but that's a bigger one. I might actually eat that one, all right? I might eat one trout. If I do, look for a pinned comment. I'll let you know how it tasted. I don't know, some trout are okay, like the trout that me and Boo had in Arkansas were delicious, but these ones in poopy little stalker ponds in Nebraska kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth most of the time. Damn little Cleo catches everything, including grass. But yeah, I might try to eat one of these trout buds. I haven't decided. I think it's a 1/8 ounce little Cleo though. Yep, seems to be working. Pretty good casting distance. Pretty easy to keep towards the surface. And eventually we might have to try a Castmaster. That's the other spoon that's in the arsenal, and that's better for the deeper fish. About ripped the damn pole out of my hands. That's one of the use whole bait varieties right there. We're gonna be going after some, yeah, I'll just spill the beans. Go after some toothy fish with those buds whole. You guys have been requesting toothy fish more than any other fish for the entire span of my channel, so I'm thinking I'm gonna actually try to deliver finally. We catch them occasionally, but it's been a while. Just not a lot of them close to home, so. Numero trace, 5 to go. Got bumped again. Double bumped. Bumped again. 8 again. Oh, he came off. There's a lot of them right there. Normally I wouldn't cast right at somebody else that's fishing, but that's where I'm getting my bites, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And that's why. I'll give it to the trout buds. They're definitely little scrappers. I just wish we had opportunities to catch bigger ones around here, and I'd like them a little more. I also probably should have bought like a ultralight rod for this trip, because I'd imagine catching them on an ultralight with like 4-pound test is a blast even when they are this size. I mean, this is still fun too. I've been struggling to even catch fish and caught 4 in like, I don't know, 15 minutes. That one. It's alright. I'm chill with a couple coming off. I just jump 2 off to the side. So once I get my 8, I gotta leave. And after the ass kicking I've been taking this early spring, a trout plowing a spoon is a pretty good feeling. Actually, it's kind of a pretty good feeling in general, but feels extra good right now. Got nudged again. Oh God! He scared me. Ah, little trout buds. I take back every bad thing I said about you. Because yeah, I was intense. Crafty little boogers. This little Cleo's also older than balls, so the hooks probably aren't the sharpest, but that's alright. Also, eventually I'm going to kind of cycle through some lures just for fun. Got a little crankbait I want to try. I feel like this would be a good place to try it. This one's out of his damn mind. Is that a steelhead? One's a lot lighter. Come here, Flappy McGee, number 5. All right, let's catch one more on the Cleo. Then we're gonna try a crankbait. See if the out works. I don't know why that bud's moving. There's a damn wad of them over there. I was gonna yell at him and tell him to cast to the right and we can switch off, but some people might take offense to that. Telling them what to do or some shit. He's missing out though, because there is a group. Pretty much every cast. That's not a bad one. He might be the one I try to eat. Very pretty. Also very good bait. Alright, let's try this little booger for a little bit of a challenge. 6 cents, 25 MD. I've actually caught a lot of good fish on this lure. There's a deeper diving one too that I've done pretty well on. Caught walleyes and stuff, but discount code STASH, 6centsfishing.com. See if you can catch some trout. Definitely catches fish. Definitely a good creek fishing lure too if there's any sort of predators around. So yeah, let's give it a whirl. We ain't gonna give it forever, but seems like we can pretty much catch them at will with the little Cleo, so might as well make it a little bit of a challenge. Just a little start and stop retrieve, and I've got these stalker trouts on little crankbaits before, and it's gonna be kind of fun. Who knows, maybe we'll get a bass of some sort. It's just getting down in the weeds too fast. Come on, little bud, I believe in you. You can do it. I actually went down to Kansas a couple marches ago. Fished with a guy named Clayton, and yeah, we were using the deeper diving version of this and absolutely wrecking them. But the thing about Kansas is Kansas stocks bigger stalker trout. I think the ones we were catching in Kansas were like 2 to 3 pounds, whereas these are a pound if you're lucky. So if you have stalker trout in your area and they stock them bigger than 10 inches, these crankbaits are definitely a good option. And part of it is we were fishing on a boat and not on a flooded shoreline that's super shallow, so you tried 25 MD. You tried. All right, little Cleo, let's close her out. Bottom of the 9th, 6-0. Put them in their graves, unless the group left. The group didn't leave. All right, number 7. I'm impressed with this little Cleo. I think I've caught 1 trout on a little Cleo in my whole life. Today it's just the deal. It gets out far enough, stays towards the surface, kind of has like a weird shimmy and little wobble, and they are mad at it. Mad at it. Come off so I can catch another one. Come off. Come off. Come off. He's close to coming off though. Shh, don't tell anyone. Ah, guys, he came off. Shit. How'd we lose him? Alright, that sucks, but I guess we'll just have to make another cast. Kinda wish I would have bought another tag, just because this is fun, but 8 is plenty for bait. Or 7, because I'm gonna eat one. Holy moly, this one's tugging. Alright, bud, you're coming home with me. Your unlucky day. Done deal. Bag him and tag him. Alrighty, well that didn't take long, about 30 minutes to be exact, but yeah, not really bragging. Doesn't take much skill to catch stalker trout, especially if there's 13,000 of them in a little tiny pond, but yeah, you're required to pay to fish here, which I'm fine with. It was definitely worth it, and just for the fun of catching them for 1, but for 2, gonna put them to good use. Hopefully. But anyway, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. Probably gonna have to fish here again, to be honest with you, because the rain isn't stopping and neither is the cold, and the creeks are kind of all screwed. So if you have any ideas on how I can make fishing here a little bit different, comment down below. Might buy some weird lures or something on Amazon and try those out, or yeah, I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know. But I'm gonna go home and process these boys. Some of the bigger ones I'm gonna cut up into chunks and bag them and freeze them. And then the smaller ones I'm gonna freeze whole, and one of them I'm gonna eat. Sure, look for a pinned comment and see if I liked the one I ate. Don't hold your breath though, because I probably won't, but we'll give it another go. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon and stuff. Stay warm out there. Bye-bye.